Welcome back. You're watching breaking news here at CNN News 18. My name is Toya Singh. We're taking you now to a story coming in related to the Supreme Court. The Jamiat Ulema Hind has moved the Supreme Court. They're seeking SC status for Dalit Muslims for reservations in jobs and admissions. The Jamiat has said that the inclusion of Muslims in the scheduled caste list would increase their participation in various sectors, including politics, employment, etc. This is what they've submitted in front of the Supreme Court. Now, I'm going to find out in just a second. My colleague Ananya Bhatnagar is going to be bringing us more details. He's our legal correspondent. Ananya, there is historic context to this. If you could bring us that historic context, what it has looked like to be a Dalit Muslim in this country and what recognition the government has till now afforded that community, if any. And then if you could tell us the context of this case in the Supreme Court right now.
Well, remember that this petition has been there for a very long time. This is a petition that has been there since 2004, seeking a SC status for both Dalit Christians and Dalit Muslims. Now, in fact, the Jamiat Ulema Hind has moved the top court seeking the inclusion of, in fact, the Dalit Muslims in the scheduled caste. So, what has been said by the DMK, the Jamiat Ulema Hind is that the inclusion of the Dalit Muslims would actually increase the Muslim participation in not only education but also in the employment sector and also various other sectors like political, economic, financial, etc. So this is the major argument of, in fact, the Jamiat Ulema Hind. It has filed a intervention application before the topmost court of the country seeking to intervene into this into this particular matter with regards to providing, in fact, a scheduled caste status to Dalit Muslims, clearly saying that it would increase the Muslim participation in various sectors, including political, employment, education, etc. And in fact, they seek a reservation for, in fact, the Dalit Muslims in in jobs and in education institutions. So, because remember that this story became a very crucial one when the central government had recently filed an affidavit into this particular case. And what were the pointers from the centre's affidavit? I'll also go on to say before that to you. The central government has said that the question involved in the present matter in Supreme Court is SC converts to other religions suffer from same degree of oppression like SC/ST practitioners, Hindus, Sikhs, Buddhism, etc. So basically, the central government said that these other religions were not subjected to the same kind of, in fact, the torture, the same kind of atrocities that those belonging to Hindus, Sikhs, or Buddhists has seen, and then they had converted to other religions, is what the central government had said. It had also gone on to say that unless oppressive severity of converted backward classes is conclusively established, there cannot be, in fact, a reservation status being given to them. And in fact, it said that a committee would be set up very soon in order to study this particular issue again, so that there is some kind of a conclusion that could be drawn, is what the centre's stand had been. And now, in fact, the Jamiat Ulema Hind moving the top court into this particular case, it would be very crucial to see as to how the arguments take place when the matter comes up again before the topmost court of the country. We are yet to hear about the particular date because the list is not out for the particular week when this matter had to be heard. And very clearly, this is going to be a very big legal battle when it comes to providing a reservation for the Dalit Muslims, the Dalit Christians, those specifically who have converted, in fact, to other religions. So, this affidavit, this intervention application also brings about another party to this case, and we'll have to see what Jamiat actually argues before the top court and how it makes its case good when it comes to providing for a reservation to the converted backward classes.
Ananya, one of the things that experts say is that identifying SCs among these communities is very tricky, simply because the largest roadblock is the inavailability of proper data. Could you tell us more?
Well, definitely, it is also a very important point that you've raised, and in fact, this is continuously been said that there is no particular data with regards to how much, and that's the reason why the central government also says that until and unless in fact the extent of the atrocities on the converted backward classes is seen or studied or in fact correctly identified, there cannot be a reservation status that can be granted to these people. And that was the correct stand of the central government when it had filed an affidavit before the topmost court of the country recently. it also said that a committee would be set up to study this particular aspect, and definitely we might see a move from the central government coming in with regards to this particular issue, because now since the Jamiat Ulema Hind has also moved the top court, there are more and more parties likely to come in and file an intervention application into this for in fact providing a reservation status to Dalit Christians and Dalit Muslims. But the stand of the central government was very, very clear, and now the Jamiat has said that if Muslims, if Dalit Muslims would be included into the reservation status, they would get better opportunities. They would actually be contributing to various sectors, whether it's political, whether it's employment, or in fact education sector as well. So somewhere or the other, the Jamiat Ulema Hind movement.
Ananya, just stay with us. Just stay with us for a second. Maulana Masood Kazmi, he is an Islamic scholar. He's with us this morning on the show. Sir, good morning. हमारे साथ जुड़ने के लिए धन्यवाद. Sir, can you just explain to us? We're telling our audiences that the Jamiat Ulema Hind is seeking SC status for Dalit Muslims. Can you tell us, sir, a little bit more about the history of this issue, a little bit more about the plight of this community?
Yes, the deprivation on the base of religion.
Yeah.
From the reservation, it is anti-constitutional. It is not that. So if a person who convert Dalit convert to Islam, you are depriving him or her from reservation benefits. It is unconstitutional, because originality or the genes of any person can never ever be changed, be Hindu, Muslim, Christian, Sikh, Isai. So their originality, उनके genes, उनकी जो पैदाइश है वो वही रहेगी, चाहे वो हिंदू हो जाए या मुस्लिम हो जाए या सिख हो जाए या क्रिश्चियन हो जाए. So that is why Jamiat Ulema Hind has moved the Supreme Court for scraping that clause which is depriving Dalit people in case they convert to Christianity or Muslims. So they are right, they have their right to move the court, and we hope Supreme Court will sympathetically look into this matter and will give their right to them, to the Dalit people, to SC people who have converted into Muslim.
Sir, can I just check something with you here, sir? So one question experts have raised is, how can any government, take for example our government, be trusted? There are genuine concerns about how any government could filter out and identify properly who is a Dalit from among these communities. So